Welcome to the Microsoft Student Partner and Mozilla Karnataka talk for Glug Dev Days, the first talk, where we build and deploy our own chatbot for free of cost on Azure, right? So, we'll be using Q&A Maker today as Yeah. So why do we need a chatbot? The primary question. So we have seen that the number of employees are little and the demand or number of people coming to your website or your platform or anywhere is huge. So you always need something automated so that there's a system which responds to some set of questions naturally, right? If there are common questions, why would you want to use your workforce to reply to the same question to 100 different people? So you could program it and you could make your own chatbot across different channels to make it work well. A lot of times that happens that people are lazy to go to FAQ pages and stuff, and what they do is they just ping you on the chatbot. So this could be a better alternative. People could directly get an answer to what they are looking for. So that's one reason why do we need a chatbot. So apart from that, as you can see the screen, right? So I don't want to bug you with a lot of text, but as you saw, why do we need a chatbot? If there is a need of large number of support staff, then chatbot is something which comes in the play and it helps you out, right? So yeah, so how are we going to go with this? So basically, what is a bot? A bot is an autonomous program. So we are going to build it on AI. I mean, it will be powered by AI. We are going to build it on Azure Cognitive Services, which really enhances the bot. I'll show you how witty the bot actually becomes without training it much, and absolutely free of cost, right? So yeah. So we'll be using Q&A Maker. Q&A Maker is a very simple platform. You can check it out, qnamaker.ai, where we'll be, training a knowledge base which has all the information which you need to be loaded. So Q&A Maker KB is the knowledge base. Is the place where we'll train all our data after it's deployed. And it sounds very simple. Trust me, it's zero code rather than how intimidating it sounds. So this is basically the architecture of it, which is pretty simple and definitely not as tough as it looks. So this is the overview in general. So basically, we go to Q&A Maker portal. This is how it looks, and we create an KB knowledge base, and then that is deployed on Azure. And once that is deployed via our Azure channels, we can go on to use the endpoint on any different places altogether, right? So Ravi would explain what is language understanding. This is pretty important concept. Yeah, Ravi.
Thank you, Jewel.
Yeah.
Talking about this chatbot, as we are using a Azure Cognitive Service, which is powered by various APIs, and Luis is one of the powerful API, that is Language Understanding Cloud API, which will help you convert all your data into a JSON file. A JSON file is used to serialize the data, that is, store the data locally in your PC, and then whenever you have some query, it would go to this JSON file. It would see for the answer. It would see the score, whichever the answer matches most appropriate, and the best answer will be shown to you. So this is how Louis API work. And talking about a chatbot, it is like built on Azure Web Service. So we have a service which is allocated in a resource group. A resource group is something such as a workspace where we allocate all our resources. So once we have a service, all we need to do is make a knowledge base. Making a knowledge base would be very trivial job. It would be very easy. We'll be showing you the method in the practical session
Right.
after this.
So we'll,
And
yeah, yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, Ravi. We would soon be jumping to create our own practical bot, and it would be like 10 minutes to create it. So the best part of our bot is it supports 50 different languages, and even though we can make it for free, it can be deployed for your business needs, and it can be really scalable. Say your website gets like 10,000 users one day, and next day it gets like 200 users, so it's easily compatible with that, and it supports really rich and dynamic content, right, Ravi?
Yes, to add up, right now
Yeah.
we'll be using a free version which will support up to three indexing. Three indexing in the sense we can attach three FAQ pages or any of the three documents whichever we had prepared, whatever size. Let it be 1 GB or 2 GB. We just need to input three indexes, and this is the free service provided by Azure so that every one of us can use it. On monthly basis, 50,000 text can be exchanged between the chatbot which we had deployed, and I guess that would be fine for any individual. If you are scaling up for a business need, then that is a different case. You need to go for a pricing tier, which will be showing you in the practical session, right, Ujjwal?
Right, yeah. So we have basic steps. So instead of covering it here, I think I'll, I'll cover it on a practical note itself. So without doing anything, as step one, we go to qnamaker.ai, right? So
We'll be forwarding you the slides where you can have a look over these steps once again, and
yeah,
also we'll have something uh, good, something cool, which will help
yeah.
you to deploy your own chatbot. Basically, our chatbot will be answering all your queries.
Right. So this is the Q&A Maker AI, which has like no code experience, automatic extraction, multi-turn conversations, active learning, and this is the the characteristics which you can always explore yourself. So we go to the website as step one, and we sign in with any of our Microsoft account or Azure account. Since I am a Microsoft student partner, I'll be logging in from my account, right? So really simple process. Yeah. So once we are logged in, now since we are logged into qnamaker.ai, now we have to create our own knowledge base. Knowledge base is something where all your data is stored and trained, and when you later call or you make a request, suppose you say a question, from where does that come from? It comes from a knowledge base, right? So here is the knowledge base. So here is my knowledge base. You can check, since we have not created any, so it does not show. So let's create a knowledge base, right? So this has couple of steps. So we always start with the first step, create a Q&A service. So this opens a Azure window in the next
Basically,
yeah.
sorry to interrupt. Basically, Q&A service is something which is having pre-existing machine learning code, which will be converting whatever knowledge you input by parameterizing it using various ML algorithms, and we giving you a final output which you can test and later deploy to various platforms such as Telegram, email services, or any other. Even Cortana is supported by it. And the best part of our chatbot is it supports 50 plus languages. And
Right.
you can also make your query using your voice. You need not type your query if you feel like you have a very busy schedule or you're short of time. You can directly jump by asking it via your speech.
Right. So
So now let's
yeah.
have a look at the process.
So we in the Q&A maker, we clicked on create a Q&A service. It opened a new window in Microsoft Azure. So now we just have to create the name of Q&A maker. So let's put a name, something like what can we keep the name? Maybe
Atmanirbhar would be
yeah,
amazing, I guess.
yeah, Atmanirbhar. Right, we had
That
used
is
the
what our
same.
bot is supposed to be.
Yeah, self-reliant, right? So pricing
Yes.
tier, we use F0 as free. Also,
Right.
another thing which I forgot to cover, a lot of students, if you're a student, you can always apply for GitHub student benefits, which gives you $100 of Azure credits natively. That gives you a lot of power to experiment with. Anyway, so you could choose that subscription. Then pricing tier F always means free. So resource group, let's create a new resource group, or you could use existing resource group, but I use it for different purposes. So I'll just create a new resource group. I'll call it as chatbot, right? And
Basically, resource group is a workspace where
yeah,
you can store all your data.
yeah. So Atmanirbhar is used, so let's use Glugbot, right? Yeah. So here in the pricing tier, we use free F, right? And that's all. This is the location where you want it to deploy. It ensures that there's latency, but you don't have to worry about this. Just go with create.
Anyhow,
Yeah.
even if you keep at the other end of the world, it would be maximum 3 millisecond or something, which is insignificant for human eye, or it doesn't matter much.
Yeah. So we have it's validating now as it's creating a new deployment, right? So let's wait
Now the
until the deployment is done. But once that is done, yeah, see, so now you'll see that deployment would happen one by one. You would see resources popping up. You don't really have to worry about it. All you have to do is you just have to wait until the deployment completes, right? So that's
it's
a leverage.
it's
Yeah,
just a cakewalk,
yeah.
nothing much.
So once our deployment is complete, we'll be seeing how do we create our own knowledge base, right? See, as of now, if you check, give me a minute. Yeah, we use Microsoft Student Partners and whichever subscription you're using, it does not show any service, right? Once your deployment is done, automatically a service named as Glugbot or whatever name we had put would turn up here. So I think we are almost done. Yeah, so our deployment is complete. Let's refresh it. This is just the same Q&A maker window where we had written on create a knowledge base. Yeah, so once we did deployment,
You are done with,
yeah,
yes, step 1. Now we are heading towards creating of knowledge base. That is step 2.
exactly. So we add Microsoft Student Partners, subscription name as Visual Studio Enterprise, and Q&A. All right, this again says permission, so let's refresh it again.
I guess you need to hard refresh the page. That is the cache, something related to the caches.
Maybe. I think Ravi is right. If it does not work this time, I'll just do hard refresh. Control Shift R in case of Windows.
And Command Shift R in case of the iOS users, that is Mac
Mac.
users.
Yeah. Right, Ravi. So again, let's select the subscription. This is all pretty simple. Yeah. So Glugbot is visible now. And language, it's time to select language. So let's go with, say, English, right? That's most convenient to all of us. Now we need to name the knowledge base. So what could be the name of knowledge base where your
I
data?
guess
Yeah.
Atmanirbhar would work.
Okay. Or okay. Cool. So now we need to populate our knowledge base. Basically, we need to either add the information or we can even update it from file. If you have a file, TSV file, in which you have the questions answer already set up, so that could be put, or I'll just extract it from a URL. So let's extract some URLs. I remember chilitray.com. Yeah. So
And also I've created a like to make a bot a bit widthful. I've created my own FAQ page.
yeah.
So we'll be adding it up and we'll be showing it to you.
Yeah, so basically you saw in the FAQ section, these are the questions. So this is the URL. So I'll be copying this URL and I will just paste it over here and I'll press add URL. Done. So that's added. We could add more and more URLs, maybe FAQs from other pages. Ravi has a, yeah.
Basically for free version, you can add up to, I guess, 3 index. That is what we had tapped on. So let's go with 2 right now. One is the chilitray.com and other one is which I had prepared just for making our bot a bit widthful. That is ravijain.in and lolfaq.html. I'll be deleting this anyhow, so don't visit this page.
So yeah, so we have added two URLs from which it will be extracting data. We can add file as well, but let it be. So we can always select what sort of chatbot do you require it to be. Maybe professional, friendly, witty. Yeah, let it be widthful. Yeah, yes. So now we just press on create your KB knowledge base, and now your data is being trained.
pre-processed, and it will be
Yes.
trained
Yeah.
on your Azure service, and then finally you'll be able to test your chatbot.
Right. So it takes a minute or so, but it should be ready in this, and this is primarily the last major steps before it's ready to use. Yeah, and here we are. It's ready, so we can add our own questions as well. So yeah, we can add up. Uh, yeah, so let's write who is the best person, right? So let's answer as since you're viewing it, of course you are. So
It's you.
yeah, it's you, right? So we can even add a follow-up text and whatever. So we have added up one question, we can add like infinite number of questions, right?
Basically, you
So
can add your own HTML code to it.
right, you can, yeah, you can add your HTML code as well. So this is all. So you can now save and train it. So once that training takes place, we are good to publish it, right?
And, and the best part about this knowledge base is you can like train it within few seconds, and also you can keep changing the URL, or you can keep adding more URLs. Your knowledge base can be populated as per your wish. Just you need to click on save and train. Even
Right.
the final published deployed version can be easily modified
Yeah.
by this one tap.
So see, these are the questions it's been trained with. So yeah, so now we go on publish, and let's publish this. So Glugbot will be published on Azure. So basically your chatbot is now ready to use, and there's an endpoint which will be used to extract all the data, right? So this would be used if you're using API, this if you want to curl via terminal. Anyway, we are not interested in that. We are interested in how do we create a bot that's used by, say, your Telegram channel. So let's put a create a bot, and now we'll be redirected to the Azure portal, Azure window, right? So here, let's put the name for it. Okay, Glugbot bot is cool. So everything looks cool here. Pricing tier, let's make it F0. So we get like 10,000 premium messages. And please don't steal my API key. So yeah, let's click on
For
create.
developers, you can choose the SDK language to be Node.js, because
Yeah,
for chatbot, Node.js would be perfect.
yeah,
As we know, C Sharp is obsolete language, and no one, like the community is not that vibrant right now. You can easily get more support for Node.js.
yeah. But it's two good languages, right? So anyway, let's wait for the deployment to happen. Once that happens, we can directly go on resource, and we can easily, access that resource. So as of now, we are waiting for the deployment to happen. So we are almost ready. Our chatbot is created. Until now, we went to qnamaker.ai, created a knowledge base, deployed it, and now we are waiting to create a bot out of that deployment. It's pretty simple, no code. You can do it. Once you do it, you get that required clarity, isn't it? So let's wait for the deployment to happen.
And the best part about this is for those like who are pestered by the text by their moms, like how are you, did you eat your food and all. You can make a chatbot which should reply for you.
Yeah. So right,
Just a pro,
exactly. Yeah,
not to be taken seriously.
yeah. Yeah, say your mom is texting you or something, so you could create a bot where where she texts you, hi, how are you? So you're like, yeah mom, I'm fine. Then did you have your food? Yeah mom, of course I did have it. So these are some things by which you can.
Also, for those
Yeah,
people like who have angel priyas in their life, they can,
yeah.
right, you might understand.
Yeah, so anyway, let's go to the resource, right? So I think this resource is good. Let's test it, right? So let's test in the web chat itself. So if you remember, we had taken data from chili tray, right? So let's just type what
What is
is
Chilitray?
chili tray. Yeah. So let's see what happens. Why isn't it sending? Let me retry. Yeah, so it looks like now this works.
I guess we need
Yeah,
to start over.
yeah.
Ujjwal, can you
No,
tap
no,
on start
I
over?
sent it twice. So yeah. So if we start
Just
over, yeah.
checking. There
Yes,
might be some net issues or some technical glitch.
right. So now this looks like this works well. So let's search who is Angel Priya. Everyone encounters them, right? Yeah. So yeah, since we had trained it,
We can ask her what why is chocolate so melody or whatever. Like I'll
yeah,
added few random stuffs in it just to make a bot a bit a bit beautiful.
yeah. So you can put anything. Plus this bot is automatically witty. Yeah. See.
And
So,
also you can
hmm.
ask it like how to deploy our own chatbot. This
Right.
Atmanirbhar chatbot will like guide you.
Right.
What are the steps?
So yeah. How do I become Atmanirbhar? Right.
Yes. Or what is Atmanirbhar? You can ask it.
Yeah. So this would automatically give you all the steps to create this bot altogether. So I'll deploy this bot on Telegram and I'll make sure while you watch this, if you have any doubts, you can, check these steps yourself on the Telegram. So let's see how do we deploy it on our Telegram channel or any other channel. So this is analytics from which you can check how many people are using it, how many, data is exhausted or whatever. So let's check out the channel. So in
Channels is a
channels,
place where
yeah.
you can see various platforms where you can deploy a chatbot. There are various options available. You can see Alexa is there.
Yeah. Also,
You have
hmm,
email. Like
yeah,
you get an email on your yes Ujjwal.
yeah, yeah. Please
Okay.
continue, Ravi. Yeah, yeah. Hello. Yeah, I think for that matter, even if you say you have trained this chatbot and you want to connect it to email, so that
Yes, like in
yeah,
case you're connected via email, the deployment can be over your Facebook page where customers might be asking you some question if you are running a business. Also, you can have various options such as Skype, Telegram, Slack, and the most like easily accessible. I guess this Teams and Cortana. Everyone might be using Windows, so anyone raising any question over there can be answered simply by a chatbot.
so say you want a auto replier in your email, someone asking, hey, how is chili tray? So you can put your email ID, password, and anyone sending you an email to that would, get response automatically on behalf of you. So let's deploy it on Telegram quickly. So while we click on Telegram, it asks me for a access token. Access tokens are for bots. So let me show you how you could create a Telegram bot and connect it the way you want, right? So I'll go to Telegram. Then there is something called as father bot.
Bot father.
Bot father, right? Thanks for correcting me, Ravi. Yeah. So in bot father, you could, you could create a new bot by slash new bot, right? So when you do that, they ask please choose a name for your bot. So let's write Atmanirbhar underscore bot, right? Enter. So this bot is an Atmanirbhar bot, right? So the name of this again, let's put Atmabot underscore bot, right? So enter. So now our bot is successfully created. We get an API token for HTTP API call. We just have to copy it, right? Once we
Yes.
copy it, we just have to go
Simple.
back and just paste it. That's all, and save it. And the chatbot which you created is now connected to Telegram and anyone in this world can use it, right? So
Yes.
yeah, so it's saved. So the ID of it is Atmabot, right? Atmabot underscore bot. So let's just search it and let's see if we find it, right? Yeah, so this is our bot, right? So let's click on start. So let's write hi, or let's write A for apple,
Then B4.
then B for, yeah, Oh, yeah. So this was trained by my friend. Anyway, so this is it. Like we trained it from the FAQ of Chili Tray technology. So let's ask any questions from there. What is Chili Tray, right? So it would automatically come up, yeah, or something like why Chili Tray. Let's see what's the response. Yeah. So yes, see, so you automatically have the data extracted from there, and literally anywhere from the world you can extract this. One of the best projects you could do is you could create your own bot which is about you, and while you walk inside your interview and your interviewer asks you about the project, you can clearly tell that I have created a bot which is all about me. That's why we create websites, right? The interviewer could ask the bot about you, like about your credentials, or how you have been performing, or about your projects, and that project itself will speak of all your projects, right? If something like, hi Ujjwal, what are your projects? So if the bot is trained accordingly, then it could reply accordingly. This could be a great project deployed in like less than 10 to 15 minutes, and this could create really great impact. Best part is it's free of cost, isn't it?
Yes, and the best part, the manual infrastructure, which every call, like there are call centers which occupies a lot of space and a lot of money and budget, and various other resources are allocated. This entire thing can be shifted over cloud by using this easy method, and the focus can be shifted on the growth of the company. Also, the people who are in like GSOC or open source contribution can create such bots where a newbie coming for contribution can ask question to this bot and get all his doubt clarified. He need not wait for anyone.
Right. So, and the best part is this could be used across all channels. Analytics can be monitored easily, and there are a lot of things which could be done, right? And always the channels are increasing. So, I think this should be a good demonstration. We had gotten few questions about integrations. So, I think that's pretty simple. You can, integrate it from anywhere. If you want to integrate it from web, you could edit it, and that's pretty simple. You would find documentations, and
I
we are,
guess
yeah,
we can show you an example. I deployed it over my website,
yeah,
ravijain.in/chatbot.html. A very basic way of deploying it, just I copy the iframe code which will be returned by your Azure platform, and you're good to go. There are always n number of possibilities with every single thing, and this chatbot can really open various dimension of opportunities.
yeah. So this is the basic chatbot which was integrated in his website. He could have, you can, use any sort of styling, any sort of integration. That's always up to you as a developer. But yeah, this is how you create your own chatbot, and yeah, I think that's good enough. Good enough info for you to deploy your own chatbot easily, and go ahead, I think. And if there are any questions, we are always open for questions. You could send an email to Ravi on you know ravijanpro@email.com, I mean
Or you
gmail.com, or
can visit to my website and get my social handles, and
yeah,
feel free to reach me on any of it.
yeah,
It's ravijain.in.
yeah. So you could, you know text Ravi here, or you could text me on admin.ulogx.com, right?
Correction, it's actually contact@ravijain.in.
All right, thank you for the correction, Ravi. I'll just change it. Yeah, yeah. So I think this should work well. uh, we have awaiting events coming up from tomorrow. You can always go to this link, and you can, get the videos of further events as well. uh, you can fill this form for the feedback. I think your certificates would be mailed to you if you do it in next maybe one day. And if you need access to slides, you can always go to bit.ly/daveday1 ppt. And we are really thankful that you've watched. Happy hacking, happy learning. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Good day.